Hello everybody and welcome back to another video of Wildlife X. For those of you who's new to the channel, my name is Tian van der Walt, and if you want to see more videos of hunting, fishing, shooting, guns and catch, kin and cook, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Well guys, happy new year for everybody who's watching. Thanks for clicking on this video, I'm very happy to have you. And if you don't know from the thumbnail already, I recently took up fly fishing, and while I was doing this I had an idea, and I thought to myself that I've seen a lot of tutorials on YouTube of people telling you how to do this, how to do that on fly fishing, but I never actually found a couple of videos of people showing you from scratch how to start fly fishing, how to progress in fly fishing, and becoming quite good at it. Now at this stage I'm not even a novice. I have a really inexpensive rod and reel setup. I'm tying my own flies, as you'll see in this video, and I haven't had a lot of success. I had to get in some help from a local friend of mine that has done this for way longer than I have. He gave me a couple of pointers, but yeah, I just want to point out that I am not even a novice on fly fishing, but I went out the other day with one of my flies, which I'll show you how I tied in this video, and had some real good success in the Orange River with a couple of yellows, a couple of small ones, some quite nice ones, and yeah, so the idea is I'm gonna take you in these videos. I'm gonna learn by doing, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and my successes. So that's that. I'm gonna show you some drone footage of where we went fishing. Well guys, as you can see, it's a great place for fly fishing. Some fast running water, some deeper pools, some slower water. So basically for a novice like me, you can go down to I would recommend the slower moving water parts. It's just easier to control your fly and control your representation. So in my case, I found it quite easier to fish in the slower water than the faster water, but in time we'll figure it out, and we'll start nymphing in the fast water as well. Now let's get to tying the fly. Okay guys, so what we'll be using to tie this orange beetle fly is first off some orange 2mm foam paper, orange feather, some orange thread, a little bit of super glue, and a number 6 long shank bronze hook. Well, first off, what I do is I just cut 2 strips of this foam paper, about 5 mils in width, like so, and then I'll just stick them together with some super glue. I just want to point out, guys, I don't have the little vise I see a lot of people tying the flies with. I'm real new to fly fishing and tying flies. I've never done it prior to this, and that's the idea of these videos, is to show somebody that wants to get into fly fishing like me and also had no idea what he's doing, to give him some pointers on how to start and how not to start, and learn from there. Now you can see I just glued those two strips together just to get the foam up to a 4 mil thick body. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim out these foam sheets just as everything is the same width and same length. There we go. And then I'm just going to go on this one side and just cut a small little tie-on piece. Tie-on strip, essentially that's just a sharp tip where you can start with your thread on the hook. Next up, we're gonna start with our hook, and we're gonna start running our thread along the shank. Nice smooth thread base. So you just tie it on, go as far back as you can. Ideally you want to go to about where the shank starts to bend for the hook. Of course, if you can get your hands on the proper equipment, it will make your life a lot easier, but I'm sticking with what I have at the moment. Just run your thread way back and about there. And as for this extra piece, we'll just trim it off. Like that. Okay, we'll come back a little bit. Now I'm just going to put that down. Take my orange feather, and we're just going to use about that much. See, I'll just rough it up a little. This is going to represent the legs, just like that. We're going to place this over on the bottom of the shank, and just going to tie that down very loosely. We don't need it to be neat. As I said, this is going to be the legs. Need a little bit more, like that. Okay, as for this extra piece, we'll come to that in a little while. Then for that tie-on piece, we'll place it on the top of the shank, right where we stopped with our thread, and just start tying it down. If you're doing this by hand, just twist your body, keep it in the right position, and just tie it down as far back as you can. As I said, guys, I'm not even gonna call myself a novice in fly tying. Oh yeah, then just run your thread back to about 2/3 of the way back, not all the way. Bend your body over like so, and then do the segmentation of your beetle. Yet again, just twist it down to keep it in the perfect position. Don't pull too tight or else you'll break your thread. There we go. Okay, now to finish this, I'm just gonna use my fingers to make a large enough opening so I can put the thread through itself and make an overhand knot. You can see right there. Okay, then all we do is cut off the thread. There we go. Pull down our legs, fluff them up, rough them up a little. Okay, and for these longer pieces we'll just clip them off. And to ensure that your knot doesn't come undone and your fly loses its form, just put a tiny bit of super glue right where you stopped your thread. Just dab it down and give it a little while to set. There we go. Now we're just going to form the head. Take your scissors and just start trimming away at the foam head just to give it a little bit of shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. Nice little orange floating fly. Just gonna use my fly fishing case. This is the one that I used, and as you can see, it's still in a good condition, still fishable. So it looks like this method of fly tying is holding up. So guys, now that I showed you how to tie the fly, let's get down to the river and let's go test it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, that homemade fly of mine worked. Might have been dumb luck, I don't know. We'll just have to test it again to find out. Some more fishing coming up on the next video. Until then guys, stay safe. I'll see you again real soon.